262 crore rupees. That's the amount BluSmart scammed their investors. A startup that was once believed to make India's cab rides much smoother, smarter, and safer. Now let's first look at how BluSmart started, and then we'll come to the story of how BluSmart scammed their investors. So back in 2019, three guys, Anmol Jaggi, Puneet Jaggi, and Puneet Goyal launched BluSmart, and it was not just another taxi app. These folks wanted to solve the real pain points that used to exist in India's cab mobility sector. So guys, do you remember those 30 to 40% ride cancellations that used to happen on Ola and Uber? And that 5x search fare that used to go when it used to rain? Well, BluSmart said enough of that. They flipped the complete script. They bring fully electric fleets, no driver cancellations, no surge pricing, and salaried employees rather than freelancers. That even makes it much safer for women. In fact, by 2024, they had 92% of their customers retained by them. If we look at it, who supported BluSmart, then they had big backers. MS Dhoni's family office, then Sumant Sinha from Renew Energy, he's a big name by the way. And then they partnered with Mahindra, Tata, and for charging infrastructure, they even got themselves backed by GOVP. They raised hundreds of crores and BluSmart was flying high. By late 2024, over 6,000 cars were running across three cities, Bangalore, Mumbai, and Delhi. The model looked very smart on paper. They didn't own cars, they instead leased them. And the idea was pretty simple, right? That they will use eco-friendly rides, it will make cities cleaner, and the drivers would have much better lives, right? But by 2025, the money was draining fast. 20 crores were getting burned every month just to stay afloat. And they even tried to raise another 415 crore rupees, but it didn't work out. Then salaries of employees and drivers got delayed, and then came the whispers that BluSmart was quietly shifting its fleet to Uber's platform. Then, guys, what's the twist in the BluSmart story was Gensol Engineering. Guess who used to run Gensol Engineering? It's the same Jaggi brothers. So Gensol borrowed money which they used to buy EVs and which they leased to BluSmart. But by end of 2024, Gensol was also drowning in debt, credit score was sinking. And then SEBI, our market regulator, showed up. In April 2025, they dropped the bombshell. They told that Jaggi brothers were diverting huge amounts of money, and it was not for the business purposes but for personal luxuries. Between 2021 and 2024, Gensol borrowed nearly 979 crore rupees, but only 568 crore rupees of EVs were actually bought. Then where did the solid 262 crore rupees went? Well, they just got vanished. No proof shown. Then SEBI said that promoters used company money like their personal piggy bank. A 43 crore rupees flat was bought in DLF Camellias, and a 26 lakh rupee golf kit was bought. Even personal credit cards and jewelries were funded through the company's money. And how did they diverted money? They basically used a web of companies. They had basically used Go Auto, Valray, Cabbage to funnel money back to themselves. And then rupees 39 crores just landed with the Jaggi brothers, and some of them went into new startups. Like they even funded Ashneer Grover's third unicorn. And it was not enough. BluSmart even faked their orders. They claimed that almost 30,000 of EV bookings they have got at an expo. But when it was looked, it turned out that it was just expression of interest, not the real bookings. There was not even a single binding deal. They even lied to credit agencies. They defaulted but never reported to them. And what SEBI calls it is basically a complete governance failure, and by April 15, both Jaggis were banned from markets, removed from Gensol. 2 days later, BluSmart froze all bookings and app said temporarily closed. Everybody knows there is no guarantee on the wallet refunds and all, right? Anmol Jaggi said that they are cooperating, but the damage is already done. The salary got delayed, bonds payments were missing, and it was not just a rough patch, it was a complete crash, right? And investors saw this coming, right? So ICVC's founder said that they pulled out early because the financials of BluSmart didn't add up to them. Red flags in the footnotes were shown, no clarity on cash burns, founders were avoiding tough questions. So guys, if you see, BluSmart and Gensol were two companies on paper, but they were a single firm altogether because they used to be run by the same people. So money flowed in strange ways between these two firms, and that's never a good sign. When the crash happened, Gensol's stock was 1126 rupees and that fell to 116, so that's almost 83% crash. Retail investors lost nearly 3850 crore rupees, 3850 crore rupees almost. Loans worth rupees 2000 plus crores were defaulted. Among all these scams, we always see the people who always get the worst hit are the poor. Investors are also learning from these scams. One of them said that when governance is weak, access turns to fraud. SEBI has also learned a lot of lessons from it. They want real-time reporting now, quarterly audits, and fines 3x the gains. They are not playing around. So, guys, what do you think? Was this inevitable or just one bad apple in a big basket? Tell me in the comments. Thanks for sticking around. If this helped you understand what really happened, hit the like and subscribe. Tell me, could this happen to any startup or was just BluSmart careless? Drop your thoughts and remember, in business, honesty is the real fuel.